What's up, everybody? Welcome to ECOM and Beyond, the best darn morning show on the YouTubes. What's up, everybody? Appreciate you being here. Do want to say a good morning to the peeps in our chat. We got Paul, Gate City Picker, in here. He gets that GDB point. Then we got Cajun Roots Reseller in the house. What up, Johnny? Good to see you, my friend. Always awesome to have you. We got Dan, the answer man. He's asking, is this the end of DDB? I don't know, folks. That's something that we're going to talk about today. Could possibly be the last you ever hear. So we'll talk about that a little bit later in the show. We got Mel in the house, Kelsylvania Reseller. I appreciate you being here, Mel. We have Emily Conway. Good morning, Emily. I appreciate you being here. We got the ECOM Mom Ward. What is up, Kelly? Good to see you today. Got hit Flippin Mama. Good to see you, Kel. Appreciate you being here. Got DC Sales, the master of the license plate. Good morning, D. Good morning, Frank. We got Frank Chiappetta in the house. Good to see you. We got the man, Steven Scroggins. Good to see you, my friend. Always a pleasure. Got Dan the man. Art Vandalay. Good to see you. Congratulations again on 500 subscribers, man. Deserve it. What? We got the rookies in the house. Good to see you guys. Appreciate you being here. Got Donna in the house. Good morning, Donna. I appreciate you being here. We have a Facebook user. Can't see your name on YouTube, but if you want, or I mean, over here on YouTube. But if you want to come over to, YouTube, that would be cool. But hello and good morning to you either way. We got Jeremy and George in the house. How you guys doing? Awesome to have you here. Got Noreen in the house as well. Good morning, Noreen. Reseller man, what up? Good to see you. Maybe Nate will have a good Mr. Burns update for you today. Got anything going on with Mr. Burns, Nate?
Not that I can think of. I don't think I really talked to him yesterday. So yesterday was a good day.
There you go. I want to say what's up to Fat Elvis. I appreciate you being here, my friend. Alex, Fat Man the Flipper in the house. Good to see you, my friend.
What up?
We can officially start the game now that Fergie has graced us with his presence for the national anthem. If you guys haven't seen the show where we had Alex on, make sure you go back through my playlist and check it out. It is literally one of the funniest shows we ever did. My buddy Sean from Bargain Resale. Good to see you, my friend. Glad that you're here today. You will be seeing actually open up that awesome gift you sent us in a video real soon. So I definitely appreciate you doing that. Got Dana in the house. Good to see you, Dana. Always a pleasure. Appreciate all of your support. We got Lady Luck Junk. Good morning, Danica. Always awesome to see you. Been enjoying watching your channel. We got the Flippin Accountant. Good to see you, my friend. He says, good night, sweet prince. We got ATJH Travels. Good morning. Super happy to have you here. That's what I'm talking about, Paul. That's what I was thinking about.
All right. It's always a good day if I got my AK.
We will be talking about the title. We will be talking about that here shortly. Got Freddie in the house, our new neighbor. Good to have you, Freddie. Welcome to the City of Champions. We got the Hudsons in the house. Good morning, guys. I appreciate you being here. Got Philly Road Tech in the house. Good morning. We got Land Shark Picker. What is up, man? Looking all GQ and dapper in your picture. I like that, Craig. I bet you when people stroll by your channel, they say, you know what, this is a man that really knows how to hit the town. Takes his lady out. I bet you they do like a 3-point dance or whatever it is. But that's what's up, Alex. He said he'll be doing a live unboxing of the storage unit he got with Mike at 11 a.m. Eastern on Pirates Channel. That's awesome, dude. That's what's up, man. I didn't know you guys got a locker together. That's what's up. Thank you, Dan. I appreciate the serenading us.
Little MJ. Little MJ
Yep.
in the morning.
Yep.
Little MJ in the morning.
Yep. Is that your favorite MJ?
Yeah. I like Michael Jordan better.
I can see you with like one bedazzled glove, Nate. Hey, take it easy, Alex. I appreciate it, my friend. Have a good day. Hey, thanks, Freddie. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, I had a lot of fun with it, man. It was a good time. It was a lot of work, though. Like, I cut out like most of like the grunt work and like the nasty stuff. Granted, this was like the least nasty locker I've ever been in, so like that's a plus. He says, I don't know about you keeping the Cavs shoes, but it's what it is. Yeah, if you guys haven't seen the video that I posted last night, make sure you go check it out. Like I was telling Nate, like I'm actually proud of the video. I think it's like one of the better videos I've done. So check it out. It was a really cool, awesome storage unit. So if you haven't checked it out, make sure you go check it out later on today. Got Casey in the house. What's going on to the King of Clubs? Glad to have you here, man. Really glad to have you. We got Dave in the house. Thank you so much, Dave. I really appreciate it, man. Uh-oh. Is that the man coming out in the basement? Nate always tells his kids that there's a man living down there. What they don't know is that it's him.
Before I moved down here, we would never want them to open the door or go down the basement because, you know, kids and stuff can happen or whatever. So that was always the thing we used to scare them with. Like, we're going to bring you downstairs to the man. No. No. I get creative with these kids these days.
You know? We got the bargain effect in the house. What's up, Tommy? Good morning to you and Destiny. We got Alan Jacob in the house. Good morning, Alan. DC Cell says Reseller Man only needs 9 subscribers to get to 100. What? Reseller Man, let me go make sure I am subbed, dude. I try to make sure like I support all the people that support me, but let me go double check. Because if not, you're going to get another one from me right now.
Yeah, I'm subbed.
Boom. I'm number 93. I'm sorry about that. I thought I was.
Slacker.
My bad, Reseller Man. Got Frank in the house. Good to see you, my friend. Yeah, the Hudsons are saying that the online storage auctions are going for crazy high prices in that part of Ohio. Been months since they bought one. Yeah, the one I just bought that I had a video on yesterday, I only paid $20 for it. And it was like loaded with like cool stuff. That is awesome, Dave.
Thanks, Dave.
They're going to be so afraid of men. Everywhere they go, they're like, oh, there's a man. No. Sean wants to know where's the link. Is that for Reseller Man or is that for the GoFundMe? Because Nate might just put it all into Zion Williamson's. Paul just dropped the link there. Alan is number 95. Thanks for showing him some love. So, Nate, what is going on in the wonderful world of Nate Dizzy
In the sixth deuce?
In the sixth deuce. How is life treating you in the sixth deuce?
Not bad. Not too shabby. Got off from work after 8 hours, so not too shabby for a Wednesday. Came home, watched some hoop, opened some cards I got in the mail. The only sad part of the day was when my internet just all the way shut off, TV, everything for an outage for Xfinity. So,
so you were experiencing what I was experiencing the other day. Then your internet decided to be all.
Well, no, there was an outage in my whole area. Like they were doing maintenance in my area or whatever because I couldn't. It would, if you go on the website, you can like restart your box manually without having to go behind the box and pull it out or whatever. They can do it remotely from the website. So I went on there and they wouldn't even let you do it because it's an outage, not, they didn't want the website to get flooded or whatever with activity for no reason.
Yeah. Hey, Lisa, Siosa Cells is in the house. Good to see you. Wonderful to have your smiling face in the chat. Justin says he's pretty excited. He just hit 0.27K subscribers yesterday. That's awesome though, man. Keep grinding, like the more you put out videos, the more people are going to subscribe to you. And one thing that I've learned is the subscribers don't really mean much. The views or what like counts as far as like monetization. And well, you need the subscribers to get to the monetization, but once you hit like the 1,000, like the main thing you want to get is views and like the duration of viewing on your account or on your videos. And that's like what'll really like help you as far as being able to make some money off of YouTube.
Yep.
But I understand, man, like, cause like the subscribers are kind of like an ego boost to the creator. Like, oh, okay, I have like X amount of subscribers. Even though like for me, every time I think I'm going to get somewhere, I'm going to think, oh, this is cool. I have so many subscribers. I always feel like, dang, I'm still little, I always still feel like a peon compared to like so many other channels. You know what I mean? I don't know if you feel that way, Nate, but like every single time I think, oh, once I get to like 1,000 subscribers, I'll feel like I'm part of the club. But then I got there and I was like, oh, now I like am like way far off of like another big goal, It's like you get to the top of the mountain only to realize that was like the first level. And it's like, oh dang. So that's the mountain?
That's exactly what it is. And it's almost like YouTube, and I've told Anthony this, and this is just my opinion. It's almost like YouTube kind of almost like doesn't push your channel as much until you hit like 5K or something, because like, I don't know, that's what it seems like. I've looked at other channels and things of that nature too. So it just seems like now the next goal is 5K, which is so far away. I've been stuck at 1.36 for months.
Dude, Dan, I am gonna literally consider buying like all kinds of dry fit stuff now, man. Like it was disgusting, man. Like I went out to lunch with friends afterwards, and like I felt bad even like squeezing by them to get to like the seat because I felt like a sponge. Like it was so nasty. Like I was saturated. Like even my jeans were fully saturated. It was bad.
Yeah, when going to the locker, always bring either an extra shirt and then also wear regular shorts, not jean shorts.
Well, the reason I wore jeans is because like all of my like mesh shorts, I keep losing stuff out of my pockets. Like you remember when we went and did the lockers the first time, how I kept dropping my gloves and everything?
Yeah, I picked up the gloves.
I wore jeans this time because I'm thinking I'm not dropping nothing. I'm gonna have my stuff secure. It's gonna be, because I wasn't gonna have a whole lot of people to like be watching behind me when I'm dropping stuff. So I was like, screw it, I'll just wear jeans because like I'm gonna have cash on me and all kinds of stuff. So I just wore jeans and I like completely saturated them too. It was nuts, dude. My mom's like looking at me like, are you okay? There's like a part in the video where she's like fanning me off, and like people are probably thinking it's just for the video. She was fanning me off because she's like, are you gonna have a stroke on me? Because like I was that like red and drippy. It was crazy.
See what happens when you don't bring the beer along? Anthony and Miss Strokes out.
You know, Nate's normally the one that fans me too. So luckily my mom was there and she could fill in for that.
There was no fanning going on.
Hey, good morning, Jonathan. I appreciate you being here, my friend.
Fanning. This guy's a character.
Blue Ryan says, even if it's the Browns, it actually sells well. Yep. Believe it or not, like people in Cleveland are super diehard to their teams. Like absolutely. Like I was there was even somebody that on one of my comments that was like, man, like, do you really have to trash talk the Browns? Like, you know how much I've heard? I said, dude, I'm a Cleveland Cavaliers fan living in Pittsburgh. Like, I get like raked over the coals daily, and I'm like a diehard Pittsburgh sports fan too. You know what I mean? Like,
I wonder who does that daily.
I don't know. Could be some vaping jerk over there.
I don't know about jerk, but
okay, nasty Nate.
That's how you're looking like during that locker.
Yeah, exactly. If you were to take Nate's head off and put me there, that was me in that locker. If Conky or Noreen are still in the chat, or like Jeremy or George, on a scale of 1 to 10, how ratchet did I look when I showed up at Mike's that day? I'm guessing like a 20.
They're like, Anthony, sit at that table over there. We got a social distance. A little bit of odor coming from, somewhere.
Yeah. Speaking of social distancing, did you like the Corona cam footage from that video I made yesterday, or did you not see that part yet?
I only got to watch half of it for the show.
Slacker. Yeah, so I may or may not have contracted the coronavirus in the making of that video, so hopefully you guys like it. What's up, Dee? Good to see you. She said, 15 minutes in. Gotcha. Time for the news. The news is coming. The news is definitely coming. There we go. Reseller Man's going to drop a video. That's what's up. Dude, I'm glad that you're at 100, man. That is awesome. Now you could like even go live if you want to. That'd be super cool.
Morning, Thrift Beast. Appreciate you being here.
Arton, I forgot it's trash day. Which NBA team do most in Pittsburgh cheer for? Honestly, there's not a whole lot of NBA fandom in Pittsburgh. I think most people in Pittsburgh are bandwagon fans. I'm a diehard Cavs fan because like when I was like in 4th or 5th grade, one of my best friends at the time, Dad started taking us out every year to Cleveland to go see live NBA games. So that's how I became a Cavs fan. But I don't know. I mean, most people just assume it would be the Sixers, but the Sixers are 5 hours away. Like the Cavs are half the distance. So I don't know. I don't think most people in Pittsburgh really care, to be honest with you. Well, what's your opinion on that, Nate?
I think you're pretty much right on that. I think, because we don't have a team close to us, people are more likely just liking different teams just for the fact that certain people play, or maybe they like them since childhood days or whatever. I mean, I know a lot of people in the area like the Bulls back in the day from the 60s. So, I mean, like, of course, a lot of people, of course, like Michael, but I think that's basically how it is. I mean, like, I like the Sixers, but they're not my favorite team. I'd rather cheer for the Lakers right now because I'm a LeBron fan. So,
yeah, I mean, the Cavs really did do wonders for that man's career. You know what I mean? Like, they put him on pace to go to Miami and win championships. And then whenever Miami rejected him, they brought him back and said, you know what? You can win one here too. No, just
he went to like 90 finals with the Cavs, won title. Had to go to Miami to figure out how to win, and then went back and won one. And he was like, all right, I'm out of here. It stinks over here.
Hey, LeBron loves the area, man. He started a school there.
Yeah, because they probably had a school like the one picture I showed.
But still, that's pretty awesome.
It's like Hard Knocks 101, like trapping in the bando.
What's up, Paul? Good to see you, man. Betty Webb's in the house. Good to see you, Betty. So any other new and exciting stuff going on in the world of Nate?
Been selling a few things on eBay. Nothing super exciting stuff, but I don't have a lot of time to really do too much when I get home from work, and definitely when I watch some hoop, that takes a good chunk of the night. So
yeah, I fell asleep at halftime of the Mavericks game. Who ended up winning that?
Mavs won, man. They won by like 10 or something. They Luka barely played the fourth quarter.
Really? Was it because of the foul trouble?
He picked up his fifth foul like in the first minute of the fourth quarter or something like that.
Wow.
Or no, like third quarter. And they played a little bit, and then their bench was awesome. Their bench kept the pace, kept scoring. They're hitting threes like crazy. It was a really good game to watch. My wife watched it with me for a minute, and I says, "See that guy with the ball? He's worth $740 downstairs, at least. He might be worth more now."
What's up? Yeah, that's one of the really cool things about having like investments in the playoffs. It's like literally like these guys are out there making you money or losing it for you.
Yeah,
I mean, like the way he's making it.
I mean, the way he played in the first game, he set an NBA record, and then he set another one last night with the most points in the first two games. He beat out Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, which is no small feat. So that was pretty cool to see that he keeps succeeding, and he would have probably had 40 points if he'd have played definitely a lot more than he did in the second half, because it wasn't very much.
Yeah. I want to say what's up to Dawn, Two Hip Chicks. Appreciate you being here. You haven't missed much late just yet. We've just been catching up a little bit. What's been going on with Nate? We'll say what's up to Ed, too. Moronic Past. Appreciate you being here.
So what's been going on with you?
Dude, I got a lot going on, man. Like, between that storage locker that I just cleaned out, like, I still haven't even processed the stuff from that yet. Like, I still have that stuff waiting to, like, even be unpacked. Because I've been so busy just trying to keep everything afloat here at the house. Like, I have so many different, like, inventories now, like, because I still have my entire front area of my house set up for yard sales, because I was planning to do another one this weekend. I was going to do like a Friday, Saturday, Sunday type thing, but it's supposed to rain all weekend. So
that's
now I have to like go and probably at 3:00. So I'm going to wait for my mom to get off work to help me with it. But we'll probably go tear all that down and go pack all that away and lock it up again, and have to take it out again next week. But I basically kept everything. Pittsburgh Power, it was an arena football team, Frank. It was an arena football team we had here.
Yeah.
They actually shut down a few years back, though. Hey, Debbie, good to see you. I'm glad that you're here today. Always awesome to see you in chat.
So Friday, you're supposed to have 20% chance of rain. Mm-hmm. Saturday, 40, and Sunday, forget about it.
So, exactly. So it gets worse and worse as the week goes. I may do something Friday, but there's a really good opportunity. My aunt goes to this really big church over near, I don't know if it's in Carnegie or it's on that side of town, like over on that part of Pittsburgh. And they've been having like all week some kind of like really big, like almost like a flea market type thing. Friday is 50% off of everything they have there. So I was thinking about heading out there and, seeing what I could find for like 50% off of whatever their prices were.
There's a place that does like estate sales, and they'll bring back, like, if it's not a lot of stuff, they'll bring it back to this, like, it's like an antique mall, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're doing a 50% off too, but like,
oh, that's cool. When, on Friday?
Saturday.
Okay.
They showed some pictures of it, of most inventory on their website and stuff. It's all like knick-knack, paddywhack, give a dog bone type stuff. Like not very great.
Oh, that's awesome, Freddie. Yeah, I've gone out to watch the Cleveland Gladiators play before because the one of the guys that went to my church was a diehard Pittsburgh Power fan. Like he liked arena football better than like the Steelers. Like that's how much he loved the Power. Like he had season tickets and everything like that. Like the Power, like even recognized him as like one of their like best fans at like events and stuff like that. And so anyway, he would then buy tickets to go see the Gladiators once the Power kind of shut down, and took me out to see, you know, like 3 or 4 of the games. And he even knew some of the players because they played for the Power back in the day. So it was pretty cool. He like got me on the field to like meet them and stuff like that. It was pretty cool.
Cool.
I mean, it would have been better if it was a Cavs game, of course, but they played the same place. So pretty awesome. That's awesome, dude. I almost got like in a riot. It was the year the year after the Cavs got LeBron. I'd go every year, several times a year. But I was in a really finicky mood this one time I went. And it was me, my wife, my mom, and her Graham. And we went out and we had this like day in Ohio where we went to the Pro Football Hall of Fame. And then we went to White Castle and I got a Crave case, which is like a suitcase full of cheeseburgers. It was amazing. And then we went to the Cavs game and we were decked out in Steeler gear from head to toe because we were going to the Pro Football Hall of Fame. So we wanted to represent our team. Well, we're still wearing the Steelers gear at the Cavs game. So we get to the Cavs game, and this is a year after they get LeBron. My mom's there, and she's like, hey, I know you've been wanting his jersey. Do you want me to get it for you? So I'm like, yeah, I would love for you to get me his jersey, Mom. That'd be awesome. I'll rock that LeBron jersey right now. So essentially what I did was I pulled off. I had a Joey Porter jersey on. I pulled off my Joey Porter jersey, slid on my LeBron jersey, and then we were walking to our seats. I had the Porter over my shoulder, and they had these cardboard cutout type things. It was LeBron James, like Ilgauskas, and like, you know, like a couple different players. So we go in there and we were posing with them, and I go, you know what would be really cool? I take off my Steeler hat, I put it on Ilgauskas. I take off my, I had a terrible towel in my back pocket. I put it in the one guy's hand, and then I take off the Porter jersey and I begin to put it over LeBron James. And like literally people like start coming like they're going to stone us. It was like awful. But I mean, it was awesome at the same time. But yeah, so we were doing a photo op with them, and we were trying to Steelerize the Cavs, and people in Cleveland like wanted to murder us for doing that. So if you ever go to a Cavs game, don't do that. They don't like it. Dave is saying St. Vincent de Paul and Plum in Monroeville has 99-cent closed sale every Saturday. They pick a color, and anything that color is 99 cents. That's awesome, man. Goodwill does the same thing on Friday, and it's like everything in the store. Like even if it's like a big item, it's still
Saturday.
No, Goodwill is Sunday. But he's saying St. Vincent de Paul.
You said Friday. Okay.
Oh, did I? I'm sorry. Yeah, it's Sunday.
Yeah.
Sorry about that if I said that.
Yeah, they also, St. Vincent de Paul also does it's like a 75% off or something. So every Saturday, like first Saturday of the month too. So you definitely have to be in there early for that sale, because they literally put everything, 75% off.
Yeah.
Unless it's just my local one. I don't know. I've only been to one St. Vincent de Paul, I believe.
Yeah. I might get a little bit more into clothes, but not much. Like I think what my plan is with clothes is I want to get them to other resellers. So what I've been doing, I haven't even been listing clothing lately. I've just been like every clothing piece that I get that's similar to another clothing piece, I just stick it in a pile, and I'm going to eventually put them in like YouTube lots. And then I'm going to let the people that enjoy doing clothing sell the clothing. You know what's crazy? Like there was a ton of clothing that I found in that storage locker, and I only kept the high end stuff. Like I donated like the rest of it, just because it like I didn't deem it to be like worth somebody's time if it was like $10 or sub $10 type of clothing. You know what I mean? So I just donated it. So I kept like the Primo stuff. A couple pieces like I'll probably put on eBay myself, but the rest I'm just gonna stick in like lots and let people that like clothing deal with it. But I'll keep like the cool Cavs stuff myself.
Cool.
Everything Cavs is cool. I'm currently trying to lose weight because I have a shirt up here that I got for Christmas last year that still doesn't fit me, and it's like awesome. It's actually dry fit too. It's Cavs, but it doesn't fit me. It like literally looks like spandex on me, so that's why I can't wear it yet.
Hashtag goals.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. If I keep doing storage lockers, I might lose some weight because it literally felt like I was in a sauna. It was bad, dude. It was real bad. Oh yeah, dude, definitely reseller, man. Those soccer fans are nuts, dude. Like, I could only imagine if I'd probably get murdered at a soccer game doing some stuff like that. Reseller man has about 20,000 pieces of clothing. Would you like some more? Because I will gladly give you mine to sell. Oh, Paul wants some of that clothing. Yeah, so definitely, guys. If there is anything like that you ever see, like in videos or anything that you guys are interested in, let me know, because stuff like that, like I really want to. I'm still going to sell a little bit of everything, but like I really am considering niching eBay down a little bit because I have another opportunity that's like insane coming up, and I guess that's something that we can kind of talk about a little bit right now. So within the next month, I have an opportunity coming up. Hey, what's up, Myra? Good to see you. Myra is in the house. She said, okay, are you changing the name of ECOM and Beyond or what? Inquiring minds want to know. We are getting into that. I promise you, we're going to tell you all about what's happening with ECOM and Beyond and whatnot. Yeah, I definitely am, Freddie. Those are definitely going on eBay. So anyway, I have this really awesome opportunity that like one of my best friends, like we've been friends since like pre-puberty, like when we were like little kids. So he has several businesses, and one of the guys he partners with is basically opening up several storefronts and everything like that. And I've been offered one of them. So it's like a 20 to 30 minute drive from my house, but as of right now, I'm really in the process of leaning towards one of these storefronts that my buddy has here, and it would be something where I'd be able to pop in any kind of business I would want, and it would be like kind of like a profit sharing type situation where I don't really know how much I can get into the details because we don't really have details ironed out yet. But essentially what I would do is I would open either some kind of resale shop or some kind of card shop or something like that in the main portion of the building. And then I would also start like a YouTube studio within the shop somewhere too, like either in the basement or in the back or somewhere like that would be like an entire like studio just for YouTube. So that would be kind of cool as well. But that's something that I've been kind of working towards right now is the possibility of that. So you guys will definitely be informed on what's going on with that, like through videos on my channel and stuff like that. And even if we do get the building, we start to move in, like you guys will be informed on the entire process of like, obviously we would need to get fixtures and we would need to get inventory, which I already have a ton of inventory, and doing storage units would be a great way to continue to bring in inventory. And where this place is located is right on like the main drag, like a busy main drag in this town. So, and it's closer to Pittsburgh too than I live to. It's like right in the heart of Pittsburgh. So it'd be easy to get to for a lot of different people. So that's kind of what I'm leaning towards right now. I was kind of hoping to get one like kind of where I am, but I think business might be a little bit better kind of in this area where this building's located. So I haven't even been to the building yet. Like I still need to go see it and sit down with, some of the people that are involved with what I'd be doing. But I would say the biggest thing for me to be able to do it successfully is I'd probably need to at least bring in like one employee just so I wouldn't have to live there 7 days a week. So
I didn't know that there was a profit sharing part of the deal. You never told me that part.
Well, no, I mean, my profits would be my profits, but they would have a portion of the building for their own stuff. You know what I mean? And like that would be their share of it. Type of thing.
I thought you meant like, you know, say you sell an
No,
item,
like,
you
so-
make 20%.
No. I get 100% of everything I do, but essentially, like there'd be 3/3 of the building. They would get a third. I would get 2/3. You know what I mean? And the idea is that I oversee their third too to make sure that their stuff is okay. You know what I mean? So essentially, a third of the building would be an arcade. You know, so I need to make sure there's not kids in there messing with it, or you know what I mean, just to make sure things are copacetic. So it'd be like there's an arcade business, there's like a resale shop or card shop, and there's like my YouTube space. You know what I mean?
Two Hip Chick said you can also rent the studio space out to other content creators in your area. That's actually not a bad idea.
That's true. So like I haven't really, I don't have any like ideas. I'm kind of hoping that you guys will help with the process as we go through it, just like giving ideas, feedback, that kind of stuff. But nothing's like set in stone yet. Like this is just something that I'm considering, you know?
If you're going to do a card shop, then you'd want to probably do like almost like I would say almost like a GameStop type of a shop with it type thing, like where you have like
leagues and stuff. Yeah. And that's what I used to run at my church, is like Pokemon leagues and stuff. And Pokemon will actually give you stuff to do that. Like they'll send you stuff monthly, like cards and giveaways and stuff like that. And like that's something I'd probably do there. I'd probably have like Magic tournaments, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh. I'd also do the sports cards. And one thing that I'd probably do is the supplies, because right now, you know how hard it is even to find those like top loaders and stuff like that you're looking for grading.
Yeah, those card savers.
But more than anything, like it would just be like, honestly, like a good place. Like one model I really like is what Pete the Craigslist Hunter has over in Crystal Lake, where it's just like his stuff and he sells it, and then you can come in and sell him stuff like that. That's kind of, I want that aspect to it. I'll probably have some card aspect to it too, because I've kind of plunged headfirst into the world of cards, and it's doing really good for me right now. So I'll have some card aspect to it. There's always going to be an eBay and ECOM aspect to it, but this will just be a really easy way. Like I honestly, I won't have to sit outside of my house like several days a week selling stuff. I can just stick it in a store with a price tag and hang out and do YouTube stuff while people come and buy stuff. So at least, I mean, obviously it's going to be a lot more work than that, and there's going to be a lot more involved, but that's kind of where I think business is probably going. Dave is asking what part of Pittsburgh. The opportunity that was presented to me yesterday is in Etna. It's like over by where Sharpsburg. I know Dave knows where it is, but for anybody else that doesn't know, it's like right off of Route 28 over by Sharpsburg. Good friend of mine has the one who's like actually hooking me up with the opportunity has a he actually partners with this guy for like 2 or 3 other businesses. So I'm not entirely sure. Like I haven't agreed to anything yet. You know what I mean? I'm not like set in stone for anything, but it seems like a good opportunity. I'm going to go meet with them, and I'm going to bring my wife, because like I want to make sure my wife, like, cause she has like a really good sense of discernment and everything like that. So like for me, before I agree to do anything, I always have to pray about it and make sure it's, because it could be a good idea, but is it a God idea? Does the Lord want me to do this with my life? You know, so like I always pray about it, and I always bring my wife to make sure she's comfortable with it too, because whatever I take on, she's kind of gonna have to take on via me taking it on. So I'd bring her, make sure she's involved with the process and stuff like that. But yeah, it'd probably be just, that's the kind of stuff I love to sell anyway. D is like cards, comics, collectibles, like that kind of stuff. I even have wholesale contracts like for collectibles and toys and stuff like that. So that should, you know, we should be able to do something like that. Noreen says that if we do get a store, that she will come for the grand opening. That would be awesome. Another thing that I would probably do for the store too is like I'd be willing to like consign with like other people too in the area that would want to like bring stuff and like put it out. Like, for example, big stuff that like is a pain in the butt to ship, that you don't want to deal with. Like we could probably work deals out for that kind of stuff as well. Like that's the power of having like a physical location that people can actually come to. You know what I mean? So I would probably be creating like ads all the time for selling stuff like local and just like directing them to the business. You know, just come here. You know what I mean? Buy, sell, trade type thing, you know?
Wonder if you'd have to get a pawn shop like license.
Well, I wouldn't want to be like doing pawning, you know what I mean? Because
I mean,
like,
not the pawn part, but you know what I mean? Like, because like there's been shops that we've had in town, and because of type of stuff that people would bring in sometimes or whatever, the police and stuff gave those people a hard time, and basically all those type of stores are now out of our area. Like there's not even the there's like one chain of those that used to be all over the place, and now they're gone too. So like I don't know if you know, advertising for it would be like, I don't know, you might get yourself in a little bit of a pickle. Not a pickle, but like just like with like the issues that could come because of places that get heavy amount of items and electronics to sell. Like I would tell people about it, but not maybe advertise about it.
Yeah,
because,
I got
like, you would have to like hold items for like,
well, either way, I would
like 30 days or something before you could sell it, because that's what it was, something that or worse that they were doing around here, because like people were, you know, obviously stealing stuff and bringing it into places like that, and then, you know, there'd be a police report, and then you basically have the police come in your place every day.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So
yeah, what I would do is I would have a contract, and I would have to get like a photo identification and do scans and stuff. Like I wouldn't just like deal with some random dude off the street like that. You know what I mean? But yeah, I get what you mean. Like it's definitely something to be careful about. Like I would make sure that like we would definitely be like covered as far as like anything legally goes and stuff like that. I think it's cool that like dude like wants to set me up a YouTube studio too. I thought that was like really cool. He was like, I don't want this to affect anything you're doing with YouTube. And I was like, good, because like I'm kind of going to put that above like, you know, any opportunities that you're bringing, because I kind of feel like that's the direction I'm supposed to go is YouTube. So I thought it was cool that he was like, we can do like a third of the building like YouTube. But yeah, I would love to go to Pete's, Tommy. Like I've always wanted to go visit. I've just never been to that part of the country yet. Yeah, definitely, Myra. Definitely. And that's like the type of people that I'd be looking for, that would be wanting to come have a place to hang out, like almost at nighttime. Like I'd almost want it to be like kind of like a social club atmosphere where people were playing, you know, Pokemon, Magic, you know, whatever it is, like any given night. You know what I mean? Like I would love for it to be that type of place. You know, a place to get kids off the street, you know, get them away from drugs and into something like productive with their time. Joe Deals, good morning to you, my friend. Kent just shared the Netflix show. Good to see you, Kent. Appreciate you being here, my friend. You know what? That's one of the things that we're kind of trying to figure out right now, Paul. That's the only part of this deal that I'm kind of like, I don't know about, because I don't want to sign myself up for indentured servitude. You know what I mean? So I'm going to figure that out. But I think for it to like work to its full capacity, I'd probably need to at least get one employee, you know what I mean? Just to be able to help me out. So I'm probably going to need that anyway to help me move some of the heavier stuff. So like I know I have people in my family that'll help me, you know what I mean? But I think this is a good opportunity. But like I said, I'm going to pray about it. I'm going to involve my wife. I want to actually go and see the place and see, because you know what I mean? Like I'm going from commuting, walking down the steps to like 20, 30 minutes, you know what I mean, every day. So I want to, you know, I just want to make sure that I'm doing the right thing for me, my business, and, you know, what the Lord wants me to do with my life. I think it'll be cool to have kind of like a base of operations. I think that would be really nice. And I have already more stuff than I can even hold in my house. So like having a place that I can go and just dump off like truckloads of like inventory to process would be helpful. I think that's going to be the biggest benefit because like Nate will tell you, like I have my entire house packed, every inch of it. I have my shed packed. I have my van packed. Like I need space is the biggest commodity. That's why I'm so willing to go online and be like, hey, you guys sell clothing? Here, let me sell you this clothes that I can get like $20 to $30 a piece for $1 to $2 a piece. You know what I mean? Like it's space is like super limited where I'm at. So that would be like the biggest thing for me right now is space and really time. Time's another thing I'm short on. So I want to make sure that I can make this work logistically, and I don't want to enter in on their end too and not be able to fulfill what they want to, you know what I mean? So if it's going to be a partnership where I'm looking out for their end and they're looking out for my end, I want to make sure that I go above and beyond on my end too, like that's just the way I am. If anybody's not a part of the ECOM and Beyond Facebook group, I want to invite you guys to go join over there. It's a good place to connect with either me and Nate off of the show. It's a good place to, share what you're doing, because there's a lot of you guys that may have met or found out about each other through that group. So definitely check it out. Both of us are in there. You can connect with either one of us.
One thing that I would definitely suggest doing is getting some of that wholesale inventory. You want to make it like, I don't want to say like a higher end store, but like, you know what I mean? Like you want to have like the newest stuff. You want to have stuff that will drive people. And then you're able to bring in some of the stuff that you would find yard selling or maybe find in the storage locker or whatever and bring it in, like games and like cool, like Nintendo merch that you find or systems and course cards and things of that nature, because like then people will come in just because like this came out or that came out or whatever versus like a lot of like the, when people walk in, like you want to give them that first impression, like, oh, this place is cool. You know what I mean? You don't want to have it be like, well, this is all the stuff I got from like storage, like laying on tables.
Oh yeah, definitely. We're gonna actually, like, we talked about this for a while yesterday. Like, if we do this, we're gonna get professional fixtures. It's gonna be like a real store. Like it'll be kind of like Pete's Craigslist Hunters. You know what I mean? Like I said, we'll probably have an area of it that's like a card area, but it'll be sort of like Craigslist Hunter. That's kind of what we'd be going for. Like we wouldn't put DDB out there. You know what I mean? We might have like blowout sales for DDB like outside the store, maybe. I don't know, but I don't know. We'd figure that out somehow.
Like, depending on how the layout of the building could be, like the storefront part could be like that, like really nice stuff. And then the back part could be where you have the leagues. That's where you'd have like your storage stuff where you could do like, almost like a garage sale, like weekend sale, where you just kind of open the doors, let people look at all your stuff and pick whatever they want. Like kind of like a picker's paradise type of thing where you just got all the stuff that you don't want, laying out everywhere. And then it's sitting on tables. So it's not like you have to like keep moving it or not tables, but you know what I mean? Like sitting certain places or whatever, floor, whatever, totes, and they could just kind of dig and look and, basically get a lot of stuff for a really cheap price.
Definitely. Yeah, I definitely can. Everything's going to be, squared away. If I drop my tape gun one more time, I tell you, that's like the third time this show I've dropped it. Freddie, it's super reasonable because it's free 99. So like that's why it's such a good opportunity for me, because my end of the deal is I just oversee their portion of the business. You know what I mean? Like I drive people there and make sure that everything is squared away. So yeah, it's super reasonable. Like they expect me to just do what I do and just look out for them type of thing. So it's like beyond reasonable. Like I said, the biggest thing for me is going to be the time and the help. because I 7 days a week, I'm not gonna, I can't afford to spend 7 days a week sitting in a retail shop. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna at least hire one person, and then I should be able to do it.
Freddie put in the chat, Gorman's here is closing. They're selling fixtures for $50, $75, clothing racks, stuff. They also have those glass cases that they are giving away. If no one actually buys them, they'll let you have them for free. So that might be something that, you might want to check into, because, having to buy a case, I don't know if the place that's set up already has like a glass case or whatever, but it's something you definitely need in your store or whatever, and you'll be able to put stuff inside and have like a counter to kind of deal with customers and all that type of stuff.
Yeah, that's a good idea, Paul. Like in the area I want to have for like cards, that would also be a good area to do like reseller meetups and stuff like that. We could very easily use it as a place to host stuff. Then again, I haven't seen the space yet, but there will at least be like there's a full basement I can do whatever I want with. You know what I mean? Like whether I keep that to be like the new storage place for my eBay, or if I keep eBay at home, I don't know yet. I might just incorporate eBay into the business. You know what I mean? I don't know. Or I might just make eBay my own little personal thing. I haven't fully decided, because like it's still so fresh and so new. Like I've been talking about getting a storefront myself for a while now, but with COVID and everything, it's like, well, it's stupid to go out and do anything right now. But with the opportunity to not have to basically pay to have it, it's almost too good of an opportunity to pass up. If I can scale to the right point that I need to be able to cover one person's salary. So
yeah, that's what I was thinking too, flipping frozen.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that would go without saying. I mean, I technically already have insurance on the business, so I don't know if that would count, or would I have to get it on the actual building?
I believe you would have to get it. You definitely would have to get, some sort of, like, I would say, I don't know if it would be like renter's insurance or what it would be like, but it is, you definitely would want more protection. I mean, I don't know what your insurance stuff is or whatever, but
yeah, I mean, regardless, I would make sure that we're covered. Like that would be, like all the logistics would be ironed out, because I know that like these guys are legitimate businessmen. Like they will not like stand for anything not like any T's not being crossed or any I's not being dotted type thing. You know what I mean? So I definitely agree. We'll definitely go through all of those things, and I'll definitely probably even have like a lawyer look over stuff and make sure that it's like copacetic on my end, because I've been boned by that before, believe it or not. Like I have been boned by entering into legal contracts with businesses that I've started, and because I didn't dot the T's or cross the I's, I've been boned. So like going into stuff like now, like I always make sure that I at least involve some form of legal help.
From a like kind of from like to make things easier for you, you might want to just have that be a separate business entity, because that also would protect your business that you have already going on too.
Yeah.
So if like, like, I don't know, like something would happen, knock on wood, of course I hope it never happens, like it doesn't kill everything that you have going in whole.
Yeah. I would say the nice thing about what we do as resellers, though, like you really can't kill it, because like even if it's down, you can still sell something else. You know what I mean? Like, well, unless God forbid, like what happened to Grimes, like the building would burn down. Like that would be awful.
I mean, like whenever you're getting into different agreements and stuff like that, sometimes, bills become a problem. Now, I know a lot of them be covered from that guy, but if you have a certain agreement, or you owe money to vendors and things of that nature, like say if you're, getting stuff on credit, like dealing with like, if you're having a store like you're having, you probably want to have like POP and stuff set up.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Get like you're gonna have vendors. A lot of them will have you pay cash right away or whatever, and then eventually they'll give you credit. So I mean, like as time goes, you'll have some stuff on the arm. So if stuff starts getting out of hand, the business closes. Like I said, knock on wood, I hope that doesn't happen. Or like a fire breaks out or whatever.
Yeah.
Like your liability stays there, and your other business isn't affected by
that's
it, unless you have a personal guarantee. Now, if you sign a personal guarantee, which basically says your person is responsible for this, then you owe that no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, even if all your businesses fail or whatever, then you would still owe that yourself. Like that's how the wording of that works or whatever. So having it separate, just be careful doing any personal guarantees where you're signing for, you're guaranteeing it in whole, meaning your personal is also could be affected by it. Yeah. So
you know what I might do? Paul brings up a good point about get somebody to do vending machines at take cut. I might just buy vending machines.
Yeah.
And just put them in there, and then take it all.
Yeah.
Because I see what Matt does over at Phoenix Flippers. You know what I mean? Like with the vending business and stuff like that. Like if I'm going to have a place that I want to drive, honestly, I might even put the vending machines next to all the arcades and stuff too.
Yeah,
because those people are going to all have quarters or whatever the heck they're doing in there. So I might put like a snack machine in there, a pop machine, like all kinds of stuff, man.
You can even put one, like depending on the machine, like how it's set up and everything, you could even put it outside so people can buy pop at all hours of the night.
Exactly.
You could put in just like a clear door, like refrigerator. So, you can load it. And then when people buy, you just have it behind the counter and give it to people or whatever.
I might do both actually, dude. That's a great idea. Like, cause right now I have tons of mini fridges at my house. So I could very easily have a mini fridge stocked at all times in each room of this place.
Right.
And, I could have like a snack bar or something like that. And, when all the kids come in to play Pokemon or Magic or whatever,
What up, Lobster?
I'm working on. I have requested if they can get me a coin pusher to give me one, because that would be awesome.
Better be a good one,
dude. If they got a coin pusher, I would like have them customize it however I wanted them to.
So it'd be a high dollar coin pusher.
I could make it that. We could put whatever we want in there. I could put a Zion Williamson on top of a pyramid of quarters if I wanted to.
Okay, I'll be there.
I'll put the beard card of you as James Harden as on the top of there.
I'll be there.
I'm just saying. Would you come play the coin pusher if I put some Zions in there?
If it was worth playing, I would definitely come play.
Yeah, they are legal in PA. Just as Jeremy said, they are legal in PA. We actually have one like near us, so like they're legal. So
the only place they're like considered not legal would be some states that don't have gambling and they don't look at that as a game of skill. They look at it as gambling, and the state's not able to reap the benefits of collecting tax on that money.
I'm not sure how big the building is yet, Sean. I haven't been there yet, but it's supposed to be pretty big. Because if they're going to have a portion just for their stuff, and then I have like a whole bunch of space for me, like it should be pretty large. They said there'll be ample space for me to store storage unit stuff too. Speaking of which, Jeremy, if I get that building, I will buy one of them pop machines off you, bro. I would try to get footage of everything, Tommy. Like and granted, Pennsylvania is like an all-party consent state, so for me to like record, I'd have to have consent. Like if I'm doing transactions, like I would probably put up a sign or something. So I got to figure out how that works. But as far as like if people wanted to come in and like record like the arcade play or anything like that, I wouldn't care. I know like a lot of times people can go places and like, especially like a coin pusher or something like that, it's illegal to film it or something in certain places. But like if people wanted to do that or film it in the place, I wouldn't care on that end, because I do it everywhere I go too. So
can I ask, is an arcade worth investing in during COVID?
I don't know, to be honest with you. I don't.
It's kind of the question.
I'm not really paying for it, so I don't. Yeah. It doesn't necessarily matter to me. if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like, because that's their portion. So whatever the arcade generates, that's their money. So obviously I want it to do good because like I want them to be happy with me being there. You know what I mean? But like my portion is just going to be making sure everything's copacetic there and making whatever kind of brick and mortar business I decide to get off the ground, which is like easy for me because I've helped launch over 100 churches in the past, which like people don't think of it, but like opening a church is a lot like opening a business. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of structure that goes into it and stuff like that. I want to say what's up to Nikki T, and I'm sure she knows that because her and Rev, they pastor full time and they know what goes into running and operating a church. But yeah, I mean, it's very much like a business. So like I have a lot of experience with opening businesses and doing that kind of stuff. So I think it'll be a good idea. Like I said, the big thing is I just need at least one employee that I can trust. You know what I mean? Like that's going to be the big thing because I'm going to have somebody handling not only my money, but the money of somebody else. So it has to be somebody that like when I'm not there, I can trust them to like handle whatever needs done type of thing, So. Yeah, I definitely agree, Alan. Like my time is definitely going to be a big, like that's the biggest like question mark in this. Like with what I want to do with my life, is this going to be a good or a bad idea? Like I think there's a ton of good opportunities that could come from this, but I know going into it, like I can't fully do it myself. So Nikki T, what the opportunity I was given is, one of my best friends is he's opened several businesses with a guy who owns a chain of arcades like all over the East Coast. They're buying a storefront that is near like 20, 30 minutes from where I live. And they gave me the opportunity to open up either a resale shop there or a card shop or like whatever I want to do. So essentially like 1/3 of the building would be for their arcade. A third of the building would be for like my resale shop, and they said a third of the building could be a YouTube studio for me. So that's kind of that's what we're talking about right now. That's the opportunity that was presented to me yesterday, and it's something we've been talking about a while because I've been thinking about getting like even just a building just for me to like store my stuff because like I don't have enough space at my house, even in my garage, or not my garage, my shed, or like my van, even like I'm packed everywhere. So I trust the guy who gave me the opportunity, and like I said, I'm going to pray about it. I'm going to bring my wife because she has great discernment, and we're going to go look at it, and we'll keep you guys updated as we go. But as a result of that, it's clearly going to be taking up a huge portion of my time. I know that for a fact. You know what I mean? So do we want to touch on the topic at hand, Nate?
Go ahead.
So this episode of ECOM and Beyond, guys, is actually the last episode of ECOM and Beyond that you guys are going to receive in this format. It might be the last episode of ECOM Beyond ever, actually. We haven't decided that fact, but what we're actually going to be doing is the morning show. I don't know that it's even going to be a morning show at this point, but we're going to move the entire concept of the show that me and Nate do over to Nate's channel. It's going to be 100% on Every Day I'm Hustling. So if you're not subscribed to Nate's channel, make sure you do so, because me and Nate are going to continue to do a show together. But right now, what we're planning to do, it's going to be similar to what we're doing here, but we're going to record it in pre-recorded segments, and then we're going to edit it, and we're going to release it that way on his channel. So a lot of the content that's going to be coming out on Nate's channel moving forward is going to be content just like you guys have been receiving on the morning show. So I'm guessing are you going to be doing any lives or anything over there too, Nate? Or like what exactly is going to be like the plan for what you're doing moving forward?
I don't know. I would say probably majority of it's going to be pre-recorded. Maybe do a pop-up live every once in a while, maybe, but the majority is going to be Majority is going to be, 90% of it or more probably be pre-recorded. It just makes it easier for us to, kind of do things as we're able to versus, having to have, for example, I wake up at 9:30, I do the show, and then I rush off to work. So like, it makes it tough. And if I would have an opportunity to go source or do anything, like say there's a good sale on a Friday, yard sale or something like that, I'm not going to be able to, we're not, me and Anthony aren't able to do that type of stuff. So, with this going to be a pre-recorded situation, we're able to, record as, we have time. And like Anthony said, with his possible new business situation and everything, time is going to be less and less. And, still going to have good content, of course, sort of like the same thing we're kind of doing here. It's going to be, just like you said, like shorter segments and kind of more meat potatoes instead of DDB. But I'm sure you'll hear a little DDB here and there.
Yeah. So as far as my channel goes, like I'm going to continue to expand it with reselling stuff, vlogs. Most of my channel is going to be pre-recorded because like I really want YouTube to start seeing my channel as a pre-recorded channel because like I just dropped a dope video yesterday and like YouTube has like not pushed it at all. And I don't know if it's just because I do too many lives or what it is, but I'm never going to stop doing lives. I'm just going to do less of them because like I don't know, like I feel like I'm putting out good enough content that I should be able to like really do something on YouTube with it, if that makes sense. I don't know. I'm not trying to sound like I'm better at anything than anybody else, but like I don't know. Like I'm just going to do less, at least on Picksburgh, like because I'm still going to do all lives on Flippin Hope. I'm other channels I'll still go live all the time, but as far as like Picksburgh, like will I make a Picksburgh live? I don't know. I'm trying to. Oh, dude, reseller man, don't forget us little folks. We will never forget any of you guys. Like we're not going anywhere. We just don't have the time to continue to do a 5-day-a-week live shows. That's the main issue. Is thanks, Alan. I appreciate that, man.
I mean, we might do like premieres and different things. So I mean, it's not like we're just gonna like disappear and not gonna be in our action. We'll just definitely see us in chats and other things. And like I said, we might do like a pop-up type of thing like every once in a while, depending on scheduling and stuff like that. But just overall for our business and for YouTube, it's just better that way. I mean, YouTube doesn't push live content. I'm like we're saying, we're not saying we're the best people in the world doing the morning show or doing any show or anything like that. We think we do a pretty decent job. I've been at the same amount of subs for the past I don't know how long. I looked at my analytics and that type of stuff. YouTube is just not pushing our content out anywhere because, I mean, let's face it. If you miss a live show, would you go back and watch the live show? Maybe a few people would, but for the most part, the masses don't. So like, it's hard to watch something that's already recorded. I mean, that's already live versus like a pre-recorded where we're able to maybe incorporate some things that, we'll use the Facebook group with. And that's why the Facebook group is going to be so good moving forward for something that you want us to cover or something you want to see or something you want to touch on. It's either that or the comment section, and we'll try and do the best we can moving forward to accommodate everyone, because we definitely want to bring you guys what you want. You know what I mean? And I think this will also make topics or whatever we're doing a lot better as well, because we'll really be able to dive in deep and kind of go through what what we're trying to get through and stuff like that. I just think it will be a lot better a lot better content, a lot better push from YouTube. And but yeah, it's just a combination of those things.
Yeah.
for the most part.
Yeah. So Justin, I would say part of it is that for channel growth. For me, another part of it is just like, if I am the only person that's going to be there in the beginning of potentially launching this store, like I'm literally not going to have time to sit down and do the show every morning. That's the main thing. Like once like we're rocking and rolling, if I have somebody there and I have like a little studio, I could very easily do a show then. But at least in the beginning, you know what I mean? Like I'm going to be pretty limited in, you know, time and stuff like that. So for me, part of it is, you know, it's a good opportunity that like kind of coincides with what we're doing here in the morning. And another part of it is like, I think analytically would probably be better if YouTube viewed this channel as a pre-recorded channel. Now, like I said, I've considered a Picksburgh live or something like that, or, you know, like something to do lives on, you know what I mean? Because there's a lot of people that'll have like even second channels for like auctions or something like that. So like I've looked into maybe that as well. But I think with as busy as I'm going to be, like at least for the interim, I'm going to really focus on the pre-recorded stuff, because that way I can still give you guys like good, not crappy content, and be consistent while like adding a whole lot of extra stuff to my plate. You know what I mean? So that's kind of where I'm coming. Like, this isn't like I want to get big on YouTube and forget about everybody like that. I promise you, like, hand up to the Lord Jesus, I would never do that to you guys. Like, I still reply to every single comment that my spam filter doesn't take. Like most of you guys know, like, as if you've ever commented on my stuff, I always say something back. I always give you a heart. Like, I always try to pop in as many chats as I can. And like I love you guys. I really do. Like, I'm still going to be live every single week on Flippin Hope. You know what I mean? That ain't going to change. You know, that'll still be a fully live forever channel, you know. And honestly, Ashley hasn't done anything with her channel. I might just turn that channel into Picksburgh Live or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, to be able to kind of fulfill that need in the community. But yeah, as far as like Picksburgh, I think it's just going to kind of just turn into a daily vlog / video. I mean, it's still going to be the same content. It's just not going to have ECOM Beyond on it, because we might still call it ECOM Beyond. It might be called something else. I don't know. That'll 100% be hosted on Nate's channel.
Yeah, we'll see how things, you know, we'll figure it out. But either way, it'll definitely be, you know, on my channel moving forward.
I appreciate that, Sean. Thanks, man. Hey, Aaron, good to see you. Aaron, we got that package that you got the other day, with the tampons in it. We mailed that off. Well, technically, I mailed that off yesterday.
I'll throw in the chat my link just in case anyone isn't subscribed. This way, you guys be able to catch the new, I don't want to say improved, but the new show. So,
yep.
You know, it'll be on my normal channel, but you know,
when are you going to be dropping the first episode?
I would probably say by at least Monday.
Okay. Do you have a certain time slot that you plan to put these in?
Probably around. It'll probably be in the afternoon, around like 4 or 5.
Cool. Reseller Man said, don't forget the Mr. Burns updates if you're doing pre-recordeds.
Oh, don't worry. I'll definitely have those sprinkled in. We're still gonna do, of course, you know, the normal kind of stuff here and there, especially stuff that you guys appreciate. If there's something that you guys like that we were doing and we're not doing anymore, just message us and be like, hey, put this in there, do this. You know what I mean? Like, we'll do our best to accommodate the stuff that you guys love. That's something we'll never change. You know what I mean? We always want to do stuff that you guys enjoy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. As far as like the machines go, I'm not entirely sure. Like, we kind of just talked on the phone. We haven't like really ironed out like any kind of details or anything like that. But the only thing I did was I suggested, like, can you get me a coin pusher? And like, I just said, get me some cool arcade games that like I would want to play. You know, give me some like classic stuff. You know, like, give me a Rampage or like The Simpsons or something cool like that.
Well, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Rookie said, please have the occasional DDB. Like, I think anything, including me, is going to have some DDB in it. My channel will probably become exclusively DDB going forward. This is it, Frank. This is the last official like live Ecom Beyond that we're doing Monday through Friday. So, yeah, this is officially the end of the Monday through Friday me and Nate doing live show. So we will be, like I said, doing it pre-recorded on Nate's channel. So I'm not sure how many days a week it'll come out, but
we'll see how things go. I mean, it depends on how much time we have to, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, we still do need to get the bobblehead Nikki T, definitely. And like I said, this doesn't mean that we're done doing a show forever. Like we're still going to be doing the pre-recorded show, and once I figure out what life looks like in a month from now, like we might have more time. I don't know, you know. So that's kind of what. So you guys know what I'm working towards, and what I'm working towards could really benefit everybody in the area. You know what I mean? Like, because we can kind of work together and do stuff. Yeah, definitely, Mama. Yeah, we'll still be in like all of your chats and doing all that stuff. We'll still make appearances on other people's shows and do all that stuff. And you may see us go live from time to time. Like I may try to. One thing I talked about with my wife is I'd like to incorporate at least one live show a week, just to like touch base with people. So I don't know. We'll figure it out. But in the interim, like we're definitely going to be trying to tighten things up and just kind of get the business to another level, because one thing that's been going on with my wife's knee replacement, like she's going to be out of work for like 2 months. You know what I mean? So like the business now, like I said this before in the show, I need to go from being a sugar baby to being a sugar daddy. So like we're going through a little bit of a role reversal right now, me and my wife. So she's like transitioning towards like not being able to work, and I'm transitioning towards like balling, or at least trying to ball. You know what I mean? So that's kind of where we're at. Yeah, Gary, me and Nate are still doing a show together, but it's gonna be on his channel going forward, and we're pre-recording the show just based on time and stuff that we have to do. So Nate is going to be releasing the new format of the show in the afternoons, and the first one will come out Monday between 4 and 5. He said. So, like, as far as us doing Ecom Beyond every day, we're not going to be able to do that anymore moving forward. But
just we'll be doing just pre-recorded.
Thanks, Dan. I appreciate that, man. And I agree too. Like, sometimes it's hard to keep up with like all the lives and everything like that. Okay, Tommy. Yeah, I'll send you a link, and then as soon as we go off, just pop in. Sending that to you right now. Keep it on in the chat for me a sec, Nate.
What's up, Matt? This is the final episode of Ecom Beyond.
It's the final countdown. Don't worry, you guys can still hear me sing on my channel anytime. I'm sorry, Aaron.
You guys will.
We'll still be around.
You still see the occasional head shake of me not approving what Anthony's doing. I'm sure that.
Thanks, Gary. Oh yeah, you're never gonna prove what I do, man. I'm crazy like that.
We're moving to a pre-recorded format, man. Yep. Anthony's got a business venture coming up, possibly. I mean, doing lives just take up a good chunk of time. You know what I mean? And doing it every morning at 10 o'clock, it takes up a giant chunk of the beginning of my day. And, and YouTube doesn't push out lives. It just doesn't. So, I mean, me and Anthony's goal is never to be some, you know, it wasn't never about money or anything. We always just wanted to have a good time, help people. You know what I mean? That was always my goal and always will be. If it happens, it happens. It just happens. I can't prevent it, you know, people, myself from going big unless like literally I do something like crazy on my channel, which I would never explode on my channel or anything crazy. So, you know what I mean? It just honestly what YouTube wants.
So
And
you're saying you've never exploded on your channel? Really? Really, Nate? You've never exploded on your channel?
no, I can't say that I have.
That looked pretty explosive to me.
That's the after show, and you know, a little build up. But yeah, I mean, still gonna be the same old Nate Anthony, just pre-recorded. It's all, you know what I mean, and it gives us flexibility. And with businesses, you guys know, you know, there's some days you guys might miss the show or whatever because of business opportunities, and we get that because we want to get to that too now. So like, you know, it's been really awesome to, you know, do this and get to know so many different people. And like I said, we're not going anywhere. Me and Anthony are still gonna do the occasional collab together in person, and we're gonna be doing our pre-recorded stuff. So it'll just, you know, and like I said, we might even do like some pre-record or some premieres and things like that moving forward too. So this way we can still chat with you guys as you watch us. And
dude, you should come work at the shop, and we could make the new show Burns and Smithers. Mr. Burns and Smithers show.
I don't know if you could afford the beard though.
I probably can't. Yeah, I can't afford you. Like full transparency, like I can't afford anybody that wants a livable wage.
Yeah, I can't live on like peanuts and Cracker Jacks. That's not gonna work.
I'll give you the chance of winning a Zion in my coin pusher.
Even though that's tempting, I'm going to have to pass.
All right. That's what I should do, is just put sports cards in it. Just throw some like Brandon Ingram's in there, and there's a Zion. Put him in there.
Is that a Brandon Ingram my first card?
Yeah. For rookie.
Oh, okay. I saw a card that was similar to that. I didn't know if that was him or not. I was looking at some cards today.
Yeah, it was Brandon Ingram.
Oh, by the way, anybody who's interested in fantasy football, the $10 league, we're going to. People who are in the $20 don't sign up yet. But if it's not full by end of the night, then everyone can get in. We're still got some spots. We're going to draft this weekend. Should be another awesome draft. You get to experience Anthony's draft, which we all know.
It's going to be epic. And speaking of which, Dan asked for a recap of the fantasy draft. Here's what I'm going to promise you, Dan.
There's going to be pre-recorded.
If and when my team wins that championship, I will do a live victory parade.
There will be a pre-recorded.
I will run around with my chest painted in the streets of Pittsburgh, screaming, "I won! The league sucks."
There'll definitely be a pre-recorded video of this next one. So get ready, folks.
It's gonna be epic.
That might not. No, that won't be the first one. I won't have that be the first video for the new thing, but I'll have that come out second. That might be like a bonus, like two videos in that day, because that would be so awesome.
I may do that, Sean. That's a great idea. I should have a claw machine there that have it full of DDB plush. I wonder if they'll let me pick all the machines that come. That'd be super cool.
Yeah, that's no problem, Freddie. I'll let you know. Like I said, I just want everyone to have a chance to get in first. If no one jumps in at the end of tonight, then it's all open for everyone. Me and Anthony are playing in the course of 20, and you'll be able to get into the second one with us too. So, and you get to experience again
the excellent drafting skills of one Anthony Sullivan.
The most predictable picks ever by Anthony.
Best picks.
His name is Pittsburgh, but he has the worst picks.
I got the best picks. I got the best picks. That's why we're gonna see a dominant performance week one.
Week 6, forget about it.
I feel bad for my friend Paul Gate City Picker. I think I play him week 1.
Paul.
Week 6, dude. Week 6, I'm coming locked and loaded. I don't even know who's on a bye week that week, but it don't matter because you know why? Because I got players to fill in my bye weeks, unlike some people.
Don't worry.
Although you're covered at kicker. Every week, if your kicker gets hurt or something, you have a backup. So you'll be fine.
But see, that's the thing. That's the thing in fantasy.
But you don't need a backup running back. They don't get hurt ever.
That's the thing that that's the thing in fantasy, though.
Kicker's the easiest thing to get.
Yeah, but I don't want.
You don't even need a draft
kicker. I don't need a draft kicker. Do you hear what this guy's talking about?
Pick up a kicker after the draft, and you can trade somebody beforehand.
I'd rather have 2 kickers and be able to flip flop going against different teams. If the Steelers, for example, the Steelers are playing against the Ravens, I'm probably not going to start my kicker. I'm going to go with the other one.
Why would you not start your kicker? They'd probably get more field goals against a team like the Ravens.
It'd probably be like a 10 to 7 game with they would have 4 points. That ain't no good. I need 12, 14 points for my kicker. That's how you win championships. That's different.
You win championships with your kickers, folks. You've heard
you win being able to finesse your lineups. This is how you win.
I've heard defense win championships, but never kickers win. You're on the Adam Vinatieri train, bro.
Who's your defense?
I don't even know who my defense is right now, to be honest with you. Exactly. I think it might be. Here, I'll check. I'll tell you my defense. I got a decent defense. I'm gonna draw. I think I tried to drop them though because they had a bad week 1 matchup. Oh, I had the Saints. They were playing Tampa Bay week 1. So, yeah, I think I tried to drop them.
So, having 2 defenses would have been a good idea, huh?
No, because I dropped them, picked up another defense. Now, if I had a stellar defense that was like a good point-scoring defense, then, yeah, it would be a good idea to keep that defense. But it doesn't really matter, man. Like, I picked up Philadelphia's defense on waivers. They're playing Washington this week. They're going to crush Washington. Not that anybody that's watching this actually cares about our fantasy team.
I had to give him a good last back and forth banter before we shut the shit down.
And that is a nice looking lineup right there, man. I'll tell you, that is crispy.
You must be looking at mine. Sorry,
man. My team sucks because I only have 1 kicker. I can't believe it. 1 kicker, guys. You believe that? I only got 1 kicker on my fantasy football team. How am I going to ever win games with 1 kicker?
If anyone was there during the draft, you know why I picked 2 kickers. It's because Anthony wanted Boswell.
I have no need for Boswell, bro.
You wanted Boswell.
Dude, I don't even care. Dude, there's drafts where I don't even pick a kicker, and then I'll make a trade, and then I'll use that extra roster spot for a kicker.
The draft's going to be Sunday night.
Sunday. What time?
It'll probably be 8 o'clock again, unless someone has issue with that. Then we'll finesse it. But
that may or may not intrude on my big brother time, Nate. But it's okay. My wife's working, so I'll DVR it. Oh, look at him about to eat something. Is that an omelet?
No, that's some mac and cheese.
I hope you like it because that's an off-brand, and I've never seen it.
Off-brand?
He's got that off-brand mac and cheese, dude. I got that blue box, bro. If you needed a blue box, I got the blue box.
What in the world are these shapes?
Well, guys, the last episode of ECOM Beyond has officially become a mukbang. Yeah, Jennifer, everything's still the same with Flippin Hope. Nothing is going to change there. The only difference is that ECOM Beyond's moving to Nate's channel, and it'll be pre-recorded.
You know what?
So he probably dripping it in his beard. That's why he went.
Nobody wants to see me. Nobody wants to see the beard eat.
All right, guys. Since the beer is eaten, we're going to go ahead and shut down the final episode. But we appreciate all the love, all the support, all the good times you guys have given us. And like I said, we're not going anywhere. We still love you. We're still going to be a big part of the community. But as of right now, we can't fulfill the commitment of a 5-day weekly show. So this is it. We love you. And we will see you guys on Nate's channel.